Professor Yogesh Kokate from Mechanical Department. In this video, we are going to demonstrate the composite wall apparatus. Here, we are finding out the thermal conductivity of individual material and composite material. As we see in the theory, what is meant by composite? When there is more than one material is there in the system, then we call as a composite. So, if you see inside this one, this is the heater coil. This is the heater, which is paper like in structure. This is the MS plate, which is present both the side against your heater. Second material is nothing but your bakelite, and third material is nothing but the plywood. After that, these two are pressure plate. These are only apply the pressure so as to we can reduce the contact resistances. We are not taking any account of these two pressure plate. So for the consideration, we have a composite will be a nothing but MS plate, bakelite plate and plywood. These are the thermocouple which are placed against this. So T1 and T2 are nothing but the inner surface temperature of MS plate. T3 and T4 are nothing but the outer surface temperature of MS plate. We can also say that inner surface temperature of bakelite plate. Then T5 and T6 will be a nothing but outer surface temperature of bakelite or inner surface temperature of plywood. And last one, T7 and T8 are nothing but the inner outer surface temperature of plywood. Likewise, this is the arrangement. With the help of these bolts, we can tightening the pressure plate so as to contact resistances will be get reduced. As we see, this is the heater. To give the supply to the heater, we have a thermostat. By gently increasing this thermostat, we can increase the voltage and ammeter, voltage and current, so as to heating will be get increases, or your heater coil will be get heated up. Once it is get heated up, heat is get transfer in axial direction. As the heat is transferred, temperature of thermocouple get increases, and that we can see on this display. By putting your temperature indicator on T1 to T8, we will get the respective temperatures. Okay. Now, to start the experiment, we have to know that what should be the maximum limit for this experiment. So maximum limit is an 110 volt for this one. Above 110 volts, we not want to provide to this experiment because your heater is get burned. So we start the experimental setup. So in that, first we on the main switch. As the main switch is on, if you see that voltage and currents are at a zero level, because we are not providing any kind of wattage to the ammeter and voltmeter. That's why we have a zero reading on voltmeter and ammeter. As I gently increase the wattage, you can see the effect on voltmeter and ammeter. Let's see. See, voltage and ammeter readings are increases. Now, as our limit is 110 volts, not an wattage, so I will stop in between 80, 90 or 100. So I will provide over here, let's say 93 volt. Okay, so I will stop giving any kind of wattage to the heater. Okay, so my first reading is nothing but voltage, that is 92, then ammeter reading, that is current 0.34, and then I will take the temperature. As right now I am providing the heating, so all the temperature T1 to T8 are same, 32.3, then 29, 32.3, 32.3, 32.3, 32.3, 32.3, 32.3 and 32.3. So all reading are same. Above these you will get the nil effect because there are only 8 thermocouple. So display not displaying any parameter. So right now I am providing the heating, so all the temperature will be same, that is 32.3. Now if you see that heating is going on, so the temperature are increases. After this, after 10-minute time of interval, you have to take the reading and note down this reading. As the temperature will become the same, or it will become a steady state, as it will become the same, all the temperature will become the same, then we can say that steady state will be reached. That temperature you have to write down at the bottom of your observation table for making the calculation. Hi dear student, now we have to take the reading. After 1 hour means 60 minutes we are taking the readings. As you see over here, voltage is 94 and current is at 0.35 on voltmeter and ammeter respectively, which is quite similar to our previous case. So we are providing constant heating to the heater. Now we have to take the temperatures right from T1. So T1 is 60.3, T2 is 60.1 or 2, 60.2 is T3, 59.8 is an T4, then T5 49.1, T6 50.3, next 41.2 is an T7 and 41.7 is an T8. If I am putting on T9, it will showing no results. So there are only 8 thermocouples for this experiment. Thank you. Now after 1 hour and 45 minutes, we have to take another reading for the composite wall. As you can see on a voltmeter, the reading is 95 volt, ammeter reading is 0.35 ampere, and we have to take the temperature from T1 to T8. So first temperature T1 is 67.5, T2 67.3, T3 67.5, T4 66.9, T5 54.8, T6 56, T7 43.5 and T8 44.1. Again you have to take this knob on an initial position, that is T1, so as to we can take the further reading. Now we have to take a reading after 10 minutes, that is 1 hour and 55 minutes. If you see that the voltmeter reading is 95, ammeter reading is 0.35 ampere, and T1 thermocouple having reading 67.9, T2 is 67.7, T3 67.9, T4 67.3, T5 55.1, T6 56.3, T7 43.6 and T8 44.2. Once the reading has been taken, we have to put this knob on again on T1. If you compare this reading with the previous reading, near about temperature are same. That means that our setup reached to the steady state heat transfer. For this reading, you have to make the calculation. Thank you.